Great Barrier Island has some spectacular wildlife, but also some fascinating historic sites. The Kaiaraara Dam is an excellent example of the kauri industry that thrived here almost 100 years ago. Locals built this enormous dam without many of the modern gadgets we have today in order to drive the timber down the river. Let's find out how they did it.
Well, the dam itself was started in 1925,
yeah.
and they actually put it into use in 1926.
How important was it when they got the dam going? Like, how did that improve the traffic of kauri down to the sea?
Oh, for the simple reason they didn't have to use the timber jacks or ropes to pull them so far. They just pull them or shoot them into, on the steeper country like this, they used to have chutes in places where they'd stick them on the chute and just fire them straight into the creek. And once they got in the creek, whether it was below the dam, they just lied it in the creek until the dam was flooded and then they washed out.
What happened up the top, at the top dams?
We've got two major ones at the top which were filled with water, and in some of the tributaries around they had the smaller ones and they just filled them with water, and seconds before this one was tripped, they tripped those so as they all flushed together.
What we've got here, Nick, is the remains of one of the top dams, right? There were two dams like this one. Yep. Yeah, in better condition, of course. And there's one here and there's one on a tributary just across the way. And what they used to do is they would fill these dams up with water, and then they would trip these two dams to add momentum to the water that was rushing down the hill before they would trip the main dam. Because they didn't have, helicopters and machinery and stuff like that to shift these great big huge logs, and they needed to get them all the way out to sea down there in order to ship them off. So they got them all the way out as far as we're looking to sea?
Yeah, it's remarkable, eh? I mean,
it's incredible.
I couldn't tell you how many k's that is, but it's quite a long way. It's quite a long way, and it's pretty much straight down.
It's amazing.
They did it all with water.
With a lot of brute force, a lot of brain, and a heck of a lot of energy. When we put these new poles in here a few years ago, we had to get an Iroquois helicopter to lift them in. Saves a lot for the old guys.
Built in 1926 by George Murray of the Kauri Timber Company, this dam is pretty impressive. At 40 metres wide by 14 metres tall, the Kaiaraara Dam is one of the largest in the country. Once a spectacular engineering feat, it now stands as a huge reminder of our pioneering ancestors.